lady came to my office and asked for a job. And I told her very bluntly, why don't we set up a European chamber? And she picked up the idea, and 3 weeks later, about 100 telexes were sent out to European companies for a first meeting in the Bankers Club.
But this was the first time where we did them all together and at the same time, and then compiled these papers into a booklet. We arranged for the first open door mission to Brussels. And when we arrived in Brussels, we were very well received.
For that reason, we've hired actually dedicated directors over the last couple of years, and now we have 7 committees that are managed by full-time by staff to be able to be more responsive, and we've seen many successes there in actually resolving many issues and strengthening our relationship with these government agencies.
I have found the chamber has become, more efficient and more, professionalism. The government now pay more attention, to us. We even have access, to the premier, himself.
Yeah, the European Chamber is an excellent platform for all the European industries represented in Taiwan to develop the industry, their business here, and to defend their interests. For example, Taiwan has adopted the European regulations for the automotive industry, but we must bring them as close as possible to apply according to the European rules.
I mean, the Chamber is not just one thing, it's many things, but a very great success clearly is the position papers. It's like free consulting for any government.
What has changed the most is that the playing field now is much more level. This is a much more open business environment.
Tasting the wine, we should thank ECCT Ad Hoc Beverage Committee and the Ministry of Finance. Without their intense talk in many meetings to find a sensible solution for us, it won't be possible to have the best imported wine on our table.
I'm fortunate to have been able to work with ECCT in the past 7 years. I think through our regular meetings, through your bi-monthly magazine, Euroview, through your position papers, you have advised us. And we have listened to your advice very carefully.
ECCT and his members did contribute a lot in our economic development, not only invest in Taiwan, but also introduce Taiwan to the whole economy, especially in European market.
One of the reasons that the membership is increasing over the years is the effectiveness in the lobbying. The board being very focused on key issues, but also the preparedness of the committees is actually adding to that success.
My office and the European Commission in general have excellent working relation with ECCT. The Chamber's subcommittee share detailed technical information with my office regarding constraint to the access of the Taiwanese market, and those information are extremely useful for the preparation of our annual consultation.
Both the Chinese National Federation of Industries and the European Chamber of Commerce have a common goal to create a better business environment in Taiwan. Our positions are similar on many issues relating to tax incentives and the deregulation, among others.
Well, I think the networking, certainly is one main benefit.
It's actually quite nice. ECCT is not all about business and lobbying, but it's also about having fun, meeting people, and networking. And we all know that networking, especially in the Asian context, is quite important for our businesses.
Also, the Chamber's greatest success for me is that the Chamber represents and shows how Europe is unified. This is for me absolutely great that so many nations from Europe are dealing and working together in such a very positive way. This is really exciting for me, and I really love to work with these people. It's such a multitude of opinions, it's such a multitude of people, and it's really something which I really love and like to work with.
The ECCT has been extremely generous to local charities. Proceeds from your Euroday dinner are directed to the Xin Lu Foundation, which supports the needs of physically and emotionally challenged children. Over the past 5 years, you've raised 2.5 million NT dollars for the center's counseling and welcome and free information services programs. These efforts have revitalized our organization and have helped those who turn to us for help.
And I'm particularly grateful to the many ECCT board members, supervisors, and the committee chairs for their leadership that has been so instrumental in making the Chamber successful in the last 20 years. Thank you very much, and I wish you lots of success in your other job besides ECCT.
I would like to certainly thank all past, present, and indeed future government, the staff that we have here. As we are the leading investor in this country, it is important that this feeling is kept well and alive. And we all love Taiwan this way. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ECCT.
We hope ECCT can contribute in the future and also assist Taiwan economic development.
I'd like to wish members the very best for every continued success. Happy 20th anniversary.
And so, if I may say, I wish the European Chamber all the very best in the next 20 years.